How's spring gone so far for you?
It's been fun, just being out there with the guys and, just being able to put the pads back on and just play football and go out there and run around. It's been fun.
How tough is this defense to just pick up?
It's once you love something and really want to dive into it and you put time into it, it's kind of makes it easier, when you want to learn and not you have to learn. So I just put in that perspective. It's been fun to learn more than anything. So just being around the guys like Kip and Kobe, just being with those guys and meeting with Coach Venables, so it's been fun.
Has it been a different defense, though, that you've been a part of at any time in football?
Yeah, I mean, every defense that I've been a part of has been different. You have different guys, you have different schemes, you have different coordinators that like different things, and just being able to read your defensive coordinator and like what they like to call and think about the calls that they like on certain downs has been, you can anticipate a lot of different things.
How has it been working with Coach Dryling?
It's been great, being he shows a lot of DN film, being able to get off blocks. So I think that'll translate into the linebacker room and just being able to have fun.
Playing Cheetah, how different is that position than what you've played, and how comfortable are you playing there?
I played a little bit of Cheetah, just being able to go out there and play all around the field has been fun. just being out there wherever Coach Venables want me to go, I go out there. So just being able to play wherever he wants me to play has been fun, just being able to learn the defense from a guy like that is crazy.
You've always been a hybrid player, though, somewhat.
Yes,
you seem to be really good at it. How? Why? Or you seem to be able to just whatever they tell you to do, you can do it.
I guess because I played safety when I came into college and then I transitioned to linebacker, just being able to play multiple positions is something that I always wanted to do. But, just transitioning from different things, having fun with it. The most thing, if you don't want to do it, then you won't do it. So if you want to do it, it'll be easy.
What have you made of Wes Goodwin so far? I know
Great.
He's been working.
Smart dude. He's funny. He's my guy, man. Just meeting with him and talking to him, he's been a part of great defenses, just being able to talk to him and Coach Venables about Clemson and seeing all the guys that they coached, it's been crazy.
How unique is that to have so many different? I mean, you have Brent, you have Nate Dryling, Wes Goodwin, James Skalski. You've got a lot of linebackers.
Yeah. It's a crazy coaching staff, and I'm just lucky. I'm blessed. I'm highly blessed. I thank God every day for putting me in this predicament, being in the room with those guys and being able to learn from, they've come from different backgrounds, coach different people, and, they all come together to make it all work. So just being in that room.
How much are you looking forward to Saturday actually being on this field?
Oh, yeah.
In this color?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be different. Being in red, but I think I've gotten used to it. It was a transition that I had to make. So it'll be fun and to get around fans and talk to fans and be out there with my guys. It'll be a fun day for everybody.
Still have friends in Stillwater and stuff that call you up, give you a hard time or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, it's all jokes now, but they call me all the time and ask me when I'm coming back to hang out, and some guys come up here to hang out with me and everything. But it's funny because me and the guys here joke around about the 2023 game, and, it's just all fun and games.
What have you made of going against the offense so far?
They're good as hell. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy just Coach Arbuckle, the way he calls plays and the way he uses everybody. It's hard to really go against and really figure them out because they have so many different things. And, going against John and Mike, them guys they can run the ball. So that's a different aspect of the game that you have to bring into account. So just going against guys like that, I mean, it's great for the team.
What have you found out about this program? Has it been a big change for you?
Coach Venables is, the guy, so I feel like the words that come out of his mouth is, what he, like on my visit, everything that he said on my visit is what he said to the whole team, so I just take that into account, and I'm really thankful to have him. I think he was a big part in why I came here, and I thank him for being the same guy that he was when he was recruiting me. I mean, he wasn't telling me things that I needed to hear. He was actually telling me things that I need to work on, and I felt like I needed that, So just him being the same person on and off the field.
I feel like the defense has gone about replacing Danny Stutzman.
How do I think?
How do you think the process of replacing him went this spring? How do you feel like it went?
I guess it was hard because I never played with him, so I guess I didn't see trying to replace him. I guess I just saw, guys put in that spot. I mean, he was a great football player, but I never really got to play with him, so I don't feel the void I guess that some other guys would say. So it's just hard to, I never played with him.
You see like guys stepping up. You see like
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
stepping into that role,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what type of role he had, so it's kind of, hard to be like, oh, he's stepping into the Danny role, but I never played with Danny or Billy or any of those guys, so it's hard to. So I just see guys stepping up and being leaders and playing hard.
You mentioned Kip and Kobe earlier. Just how much have you been just trying to sponge off them after they've been here the last several years?
A lot, because they know the defense in and out. So just talking to those guys and them helping me, with calls and, my routine and everything. Just when I first came in, those guys took me under their arms, and really took care of me and told me the ropes.
You put on so much weight since you came to college, and it's good weight. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, sir.
Do you actually feel like a linebacker now, and no longer like a safety, or do you still, do you still have the safety skills and things?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I feel like I'm getting back to my safety roots, just being able to move around a lot. I feel like last year I just played, linebacker, so I was in a transition, so I was learning. But now I feel like I'm formed into my body and being able to move around pretty good with my body. It's been fun, and just to be able to finally put my feet down.
You talked about competing against the offense earlier. Mike, John, Coach